Okay, hello. Um, YouTube, are we showing up? Okay, cool. Let me know how the volume is. I am having to use different headphones with a different mic than usual because of this setup, so it might be slightly lower quality, and I apologize for that. Um, yeah, so we are gonna try an oil painting stream, and my dog, like always, decided that now is a great time to start eating dinner. So if you hear her, I'm sorry. Let me a few more things set up over here. I hope that like it won't be all blurry or anything when I actually start painting. Um, that would be not great. This is my first time trying to do anything with a webcam like this, so it's gonna be super scuffed, and I apologize. Okay, so here on my overlay, you can see me in this bottom corner, and up in the top left is the reference I'm using today. I am going to be doing a grisaille oil painting. And if you see me reaching over, I'm grabbing stuff on like my little carts to the side. So I'm going to be doing a simple grayscale oil portrait. Grisaille is like the method that the old masters used for all their paintings, so like Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci. Um, and if you went to art school or have been taught by someone who went to art school, this is probably how you learned. There's no one way to paint, but this is the academic version, and if you can master this, you're a pretty darn good painter. So that is why it is taught. Hold on, I gotta go grab something. Um, be back. Awkwardly hopping under my webcam because I need a USB extender for it very, very badly. Oh, hello, Zelda. I hope you're enjoying your dinner right now in the middle of my live stream. Cool. Okay. So yeah, I do a lot of oil painting as an art student and a fine art hobbyist. So this is just like some super boring practice, academic stuff like that. So hold on. Okay, gotta make sure everything is actually working. Alrighty, you might see my head popping in here awkwardly. So I'm actually not gonna start off with oils. I'm gonna be doing my underpainting in acrylic. So I'm gonna grab like a big-ish brush right here, and a natural color like, was this burnt umber? Good enough. And I have like an old palette here from a previous practice. I'm just gonna rip off. I use disposable palettes for stuff like this. And for paintings that I work on for a long time, I use a Stay Lit palette. Kind of leak down to the page underneath it, so we'll just rip that out. My palette live over here. I need to experiment with like my filming setup because showing like how I mix paint and stuff like that could be kind of cool. But there's a first time for everything. So I'm gonna just put like a little bit of this burnt umber on my palette over here. So I'm doing the underpainting in burnt umber and acrylic so it can dry really quick. Then I'll be doing the actual painting in oils and black and white because that is part of this technique. Um, I should have filled up my water bottle before starting. Whoops. Okay. So, first things first, we are gonna take some water and just cover the entire canvas. Gonna wash. Maybe I should have used a smaller canvas for this. Hello, yes, I started. It's okay. It is scuffed today. I'm gonna actually move this over here and hope to God that I don't drop this. That's more better. Okay. Try to keep my big old head out of there. I apologize for the state of my undercut if you see it. It's bad, I'm aware. How is my mic and the volume and everything? I'm using a different headset, so gonna sound a bit poopy. The next thing I'm getting for this is a decent headset. Okay, so done with this gig, guys. We're gonna switch to a. You can understand my mic fine and hear the music good. Awesome. Probably need some more paint in a second. So I'm grabbing one of these guys. It's like a, yeah, the webcam quality. I had to zoom in a bit. Hopefully it'll still be able to read. I think it's like slightly zoomed out and not wanting to focus right. I don't know, man. Maybe the first time for everything. We'll see how bad it is when I actually like start painting. It's like legit right behind my head. So we'll see. So using this brush, I'm gonna see how bad the webcam quality is. Because there's a whole bunch of like over here. That's all my computer monitors, so it'll be kind of like live streamception if you can see everything. I need to pull up my reference too. Hello. Okay. So I'm not gonna be painting the full reference. I'm not gonna have like all that extra space at the top. I'm gonna be cropping it to focus on her face, so it'll probably be more like from the shoulders up. So what I'm going to be painting is more, let's see, I have it locked on OBS, un momento. Okay, see if I can, is this? Yeah, there we go. So let me crop her a bit. So this is probably more what I'm going to be painting, like that, yeah. Okay, so starting with, I'm also kind of painting at an angle, so it's kind of going to be interesting. We're going to map out the base of the head, Zelda. So taking it a chunk of the page or the canvas to the head, like that. Goodness. Then the shoulders, like that. Cool. I zoom out for my reference a little bit. Yeah. I could make it a little smaller, but I don't think I am. I'm gonna keep it the way it is. Pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a spare towel for stuff. See, the quality is okay for now. We'll see how horrendous it is when I start doing details. Zelda, why are you sniffing everything? Okay, so I'm gonna grab this guy, kind of erase the edges because they're not great. Let's see. I'm gonna be making guidelines like she is dead center, so that's about there. So the nose, something like that. Very, very rough. Forehead shape. She's got quite, no, it's maybe a little bit more shorter. She's got quite a square face, which is very, very nice. Like that. Yeah, you're gonna see my head a lot. That's gonna suck. Hairline, like that. Sometimes erasing your lines is the best thing you can do to help you figure shapes out a little bit better. This being at an angle seriously sucks. Yeah, this is gonna be like the most scuffed thing ever because my setup is not great. I'm gonna grab some more paint. Okay. I was up a million people texting me, sorry. So from that I could tell that the eyes were like too high. We're gonna lower those a bit. What else is about right? Let's keep this in line would be more like this. And this is the underpainting, so it can be pretty loose. It's more about like kind of the overall gist. I'm sorry if you keep seeing my head. First time art stream. Woo! And the jaw. Say it's like there. Pretty sharp jaw. And the neck was shorter than I did originally. Zelda, goodness. Sorry, my dog likes to make gremlin noises. That, yeah, it's pretty centered on canvas. That's good enough. A bit more water on my brush. Yeah. These are the ears. Right here. Yeah. And then the hair shape. Kind of like this. Okay. Got more hair on this side. We've got like that. Okay, so now got like the basic thing down. What Alyssa. So, hello for everyone who's just tuning in. I am doing a grisaille portrait practice. You can see my model um, up in the top left corner, and for now, I am painting in doing my underpainting in acrylic first before I whip out the oils. I think the quality of the live stream is like, or the camera is not great, but it's okay-ish for now. Yeah. Okay, so for the next part of this, I'm going to be thinking of the reference in the painting just in like black and white. Sup, Draven? So like if it's not black, it's white. So I'm going to be filling in the hair and then the shadow on this side and the eye sockets and things like that, just like a solid wash with this um, this ochre and keeping it pretty dark because I'm going to be painting light on top of it, and then I'm going to go in kind of as I go and render out some of the other areas, make it a bit more of a gradient, so align. James Skyler, hello! As long as I whack my brush on the side like Bob Ross, as funny as that is, that's actually very, very dangerous and bad for you because it sends the paint fumes everywhere, so I'm probably not, and especially because my dog is here. And even though I use like safe solvent, that's very bad. So, speaking of Bob Ross, y'all should all go watch the documentary that was just released on him on Netflix. Very good. Just kind of super roughly painting in all these dark shapes. Basically all just comes together over here. Be the devil of it, yeah. Hello, Bob Ross. I actually, so spoiler alert, I hate this style of painting. Because I prefer painting like Bob Ross. I prefer doing everything super duper wet, like in one layer, which is the exact opposite of grisaille. Grisaille is like the millions and millions and bajillion layers, like Da Vinci and all of them did. So, it's a bit of a struggle for me, but that's what being a student is for. Making you learn. So, my professor and mentor is like, you're gonna hate this, but I'm gonna make you do it anyway, because it'll be good for you. That's basically it. Leonardo da Vinci, yeah. There's like tank top. Yeah. And it's bleeding kind of like all over the place around there. That's okay. Because this is just like a super duper duper rough. Um, okay, so now I'm gonna come in with paper towel. Is that? Yeah, that's dry. I might have to let that down. But we're just gonna kind of come in and carve out some shapes a little bit. It should be a little more light, no light shadow shapes and all that stuff, so cheekbone right there should be lower actually. Let's something like that. It's about the same place as the nose. Man, this looks so bad on the webcam. I promise it looks better in real life. I have like to have it lean back a little bit in order for like to be able to see it with light very well, because if I bring it up this way, let me see how bad that is on camera. Especially now that I'm looking at it this way, I need to add more. It's like, that's the center line right there. This is gonna be bad painting. I can feel it. I think I might actually start over on this. Yeah, I'm not feeling this. I didn't warm up as much as I should have earlier today. This kind of thing. So, starting over again. Oh, to be a painting student. Doing this over and over and over again. Okay, so I'm actually gonna kind of like scoot this over closer towards me while I bang out this this underpainting quicker. Hopefully better the second time. Sometimes you need to just like start again. Once I have like a really good base, I should be fine. It's just getting the base. Yeah, this is already way better. You can't see it, but it's way better. I can scoot it up a little bit more. Being a student of the arts is just trashing your entire composition at a certain point you're starting over and over again. Yes, that is definitely correct. This is just practice, so like it doesn't have to be amazing, but I want it to be like halfway decent at least. I haven't done a lot of oil paintings recently because I've been so busy with other school stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna start with these brow shapes in here. Kind of just like mask out eye sockets. Make sure that they're like somewhat proportional. Yeah. And the nose, who is texting me? Let's see, mouth is right here. Nose is like that. And eyes should be like that. Forehead. Ugh. I'm thinking maybe since I am like on the struggle bus, I should do this like a pencil sketch real quick. Maybe that would help. Let me see if I can bang out a better like shadow painting real quick. Art is hard, people. And y'all get to see me just struggle. Yeah. You know what? Change of plans a little bit. I should have done this first, but I didn't. And I have lost all of my X-Acto knives and box cutters and pencil sharpeners, so you get to see me do a head lay-in, which is what this is called, in mechanical pencil. So, goodbye for now. That, hello sketchbook, hello mechanical pencil. Let me wipe this down real quick. Is it bad? Okay. Head lay-ins. This is like there's two like pretty well recognized methods of drawing like a realistic portrait. There's this which is like a headland, and then there's a Loomis method. The Loomis method is, you draw a circle and all that. This one is slightly different. It takes a little bit longer to get your brain around, but it's pretty good. You can't see that at all, can you? Ah, you can't see that. That sucks. Wow. Well, I'm drawing. I promise. Okay. It is not visible at all. Yeah. Fun. I'm doing this mostly for me. Sorry. So yeah, we need to fix that. So headland. What? You can't see me drawing this. But so you start with the keystone shape, which is the shape between the eyebrows, and this shape, like this area, is like the make or break zone. So she has a very narrow little trapezoid in there, and so then you do the eye sockets or the eyebrow. Kind of come in like that, and then from there go up, and you can do the forehead, round forehead. Okay. So we've got the eyes. Fix that real quick. So her nose, say it's about right here. She's got really nice cheekbones. The cheekbones, they come out like this. Maybe a little bit more of an angle. This looks really dumb, but it works. Okay, so cheekbone, the nose is a little bit lower. So like that. Oh my god, you can't see that at all. Okay. So from that, you do the jaw. I said it would be super scuffed, and I was correct. It's terrible. Okay, so this was like a couple minutes. Really bad, but it's better than the paintings I had done. Let me see if I can there we go, yeah. So it's not great, but it's better. And it helped me map things out a little bit better. Also just a good exercise to do in general. This is what I should have started with. Sometimes I don't have to do a good headland to start, sometimes I do, so. Okie dokie. Round 2. 3. So, top of her head, hair. Keystone. Nose. Mouth. Got a pretty long nose. Mouth. Chin. Okay, let's see if we can go from here. As soon as I get this step down, it's gonna be like super easy. This is always the hardest part. Humans are stupid hard to draw and paint. Already better. Here we go. Sorry, I gotta lean in a little bit to see this better. Yeah. Okay. So cheekbones. I think I made her face a little bit too long. Actually, I need a new. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. Something like that. Oh. Okay. So mouth is always on that line. Nose is about right there. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna flip this over real quick to reveal all of my sins. Okay, it's too long and it's a little wonky. So kinda. The eye line to be like a lot lower. Mouth line, fine, jawline, fine. Kind of leaning a little bit. Okay. Actually, the forehead does need to be bigger. It's getting there. Neck is about right here. You need to really just get this step done and out of the way. This is my last attempt at this. And then I will let it dry and move on. See the ears start about right there. Okay. Now it's time to take more water. The next stage with the shadows and just let everything kind of blend into each other. Let's see. Nose is right here, so the cheekbone shadow. No, eye socket's right there. It's not right there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So for the sake of this, that, all that is all. There's a tweet going around asking why people have chosen their avatar on Twitter, and me curating it and saying that you were consigned by that character, by me in particular. Yes. For those of you who do not play Fate Grand Order, Wolf is like the embodiment of Merlin from it. Exact same personality. Can assign Merlin derogatory. Okay. That neck is too long, so I'm gonna fix that. Go like this. Cool. There we go. It's not great, but it's much better. With the amount of harassment that you give me on a daily basis, I'm allowed to say that. Okay. As I do this, I'm trying to like keep in mind my vices for oil painting, which is I make the eyes too high, specifically, and the nose too long. That's something I'm very, very bad at doing. So I'm trying to really keep that in mind. And painting this, try to not do. So. Yeah, my grandma said she wanted to watch. I don't know if you're here. If you are, Mimi, hi. I'm sorry, you're seeing a very, very poor quality stream. I'm usually a better painter than this, I promise. I don't know if she's watching. I don't. She might have gotten distracted. I did send her the link because she is my grandma and she made me. My Twitter avatar for my art Twitter currently is Faye Tristan, because I really like that face. I've been meaning to change it. I usually have it as my art. My Discord avatar is a really dumb picture of my dog that Wolf drew. She looks like a long string. Okay, now I gotta wait for this to dry. I am waving it around like a crazy person trying to get it to dry. This is what I'm doing right now. So I'm holding it upside down, double checking. My eyes are drifting a little bit, so. But besides that, those are things that I will, whoops, that was a very bad line. Really focus on when it comes to oil painting. Yes, my dog is a little on a string. When I get a better setup, you will probably see her coming over and being nosy, because she is a very nosy puppy. Always needs to know what I'm doing. She likes to try to put her dumb puppy snoot in my paint. Because she has no brain cells. She is dumb puppy brain. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, I gotta wait for a little bit longer. I want to do like a little bit darker in some areas, but I need to wait to get those really dark, strong shadows. So we've got like 5-ish minutes to kill. What's up with you guys? How's your weekend been so far? I worked on a commission for a VTuber avatar earlier. I need to actually ask her if it's okay for me to post on social media. I would assume so, but I always want to double check. But it is the cutest thing I think I've ever drawn in my entire life. And I cannot wait to rig it. I'm so psyched. So that and writing essays for my like 3 essay classes I'm taking this semester. That's fun. Oh, I trapped myself that I need water since I'm talking. I'm going to go skedaddle and get some more water. There's my head, sorry. Oh, this is so awkward. Hello, Miss Isabel, what are you doing over here? Are you a sleepy puppy? Did you get nice and worn out today? Yes. That's a good girl. Oh, I just knocked. My webcam. Oh, I hope I didn't sit up. Yeah, I did. Cool. Okay. Hold on. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. How we gonna fix this? Whew. There we go. That's not bad. I think it's actually a little bit more straight. Okay. Wolf has been working in dogs at the shelter. Yes. Steve Scholar has been procrastinating rigging your own VTuber avatar. That is a mood. Ha! Opening the program and not doing anything for an entire week. Yeah, that was me when I first started learning Live 2D. It is very intimidating. Um, but for me, at least once I got into it, I was into it and I never wanted to stop. Because I am one of those weird people that actually enjoys rigging. For those of you who don't know anything about like the 3D workflow, most people hate rigging, and it is very, very technical. It is a pain in the ass. Like the number of people who specialize in rigging are very, very few. Like if you introduce yourself and say, "Oh, hi, my name is blah blah blah, and I like rigging," people will usually go, "Oh, I'm so sorry," or secretly think like, "What's wrong with you? Are you crazy?" Um, so as someone who enjoys rigging in 3D, rigging in 2D is something I really like. So, but that's just me. I'm one of those people. I hate modeling. I hate animating. I tolerate texturing if I can hand paint it. If I have to use Substance Painter, I cry. uh, yeah. Rigging is fun. Mouth is hard. Yeah. My least favorite part is always the eye, the face XY. Um, it's a total pain in the behind, and it's very difficult. So what I'm doing here is I'm making the shadows a bit darker because like the cool part of Grisaille is you leave your shadows on your layer over this transparent, and it lets this color shine through, and it looks really, 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 really nice. It makes it look very vibrant and alive. Um, Turning it upside down real quick. Sorry. Okay. Now the hair can be like super messy. Faces are always way more complicated than the rest of the body. Yes, for literally everything. Because like it is so easy to accidentally like the human brain is very, very sensitive with what it recognizes as a face. Because like sometimes we see faces in like electric outlets. But also if like a drawn face is slightly off, you get like a really bad sense of the uncanny valley. So getting like a brain to recognize something as a face, but not having it recognize it as like face and bad is very difficult. So layering for me to avatars is the worst thing. Literally the worst. Ugh, I hate it so much. In your horror class in college, you had a lesson on the uncanny valley. Yeah, that's cool. Really neat phenomenon. But yeah, that's why drawing portraits is so hard. I think I might need to make the jaw a little bit longer. I feel like the mouth is gonna be kind of like a general shape. That's I will accept it. It's fine. I just need to let this dry now. So that's what we're gonna do. You can make the slightest adjustment to a human face, and it straight up is horrifying. We discussed that's why where the fear of dolls primarily comes from as well. Like, yeah, they seem as clowns, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Hold on, taking this off testing. I actually need to make this side face a little wider because camera's messing. This is being at an angle is like seriously messing me up. This is Animal Crossing music. It's like, alright, there's the true center line. Fun fact, in Japan, the fear of clowns isn't nearly as prevalent as it is in Western countries. That is a fun fact. Very interesting. I wonder why. Oh, there's Zelda smoking. Okay, I'm gonna kind of cleaning my brushes a little bit, which is weird because there's some styles of drawing that look very weird but don't fall into the uncanny valley. Yeah. Something about eyes and mouths being upside down being less obvious if the entire face is upside down. Yeah, and hello, was the Thatcher effect mentioned? Thank you for joining. Yeah, the thing is, if you keep like the proportions and everything like correct, then you can mess with the proportions like as much as you want, and it's so breeze. But if you mess with the proportions like a little bit, then that's when things are freaky. And also the eyes, like if the eyes are very, very easy to mess up because you know the whole gateway to soul and all that. Could be a thing across the other countries as well. Yeah, it could be. There's a lot of cultural differences between countries. Is something that's very fascinating. Hello, Nosy. The puppy has come to say hello. Hello, hello. Come get your scritchins in right now because we're gonna wait for this to dry and then switch to oil paint. Oh, puppy head. Puppy head. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. I know this song. What is this? I recognize this. This is a remix. For a planet. I guess not. Hello, nosy puppy. She says, what if I stay here? What if I don't leave? Sorry, Zelda, I'm about to break out the oil paints, honey. You're going to have to leave. She says, but I do not want to. Sorry, butts. Okay. I'm gonna like push my water cup and all that stuff back. I have all my paints on these little carts that roll around. That's how I keep organized. So while this dries, it's oil paint prep time, which means gotta put on gloves because oil paint is very toxic. Yeah, if you gave me a second, I could remember what the song is. It's called For Planet by Sigo Brilliano, but like that's not the title of the song I'm thinking of. Oh, Zelda's making honey noises. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, sometimes I cover my nose. Zelda! No. My windows are open, my fans are on, so I'm like super muffled. That's why. I use paint solvent that is not toxic, so like inhaling the fumes won't hurt me. But yeah, I still keep it away from me and I keep it covered when I'm not using it. Sometimes I wear a mask if I'm gonna be painting like a lot. In one session I do wear a mask, but for now, probably not. But hooey, you can smell it already. Time to go bye-bye, Zelda. Yeah, but gloves are important, and trying to keep it off of your skin is important. Generally, the more expensive the paint is, the more dangerous it's going to be, because they have, like, the actual heavy metals in them, like, zinc and lead. Lead white isn't really made with, lead anymore, but it used to be, and, that's very, very dangerous. I am plopping down big piles of black and white. Yeah, this I'm using, so I'm going to be using the Winsor & Newton Ars oil colors because they come in massive tubs for these. So this is zinc white, or flake white, which is the safe version of lead white. This is really good for portraits and stuff because like this is really transparent. So like if you mix it with other colors, it's very subtle. It's very good for this kind of grisaille stuff. While your typical like titanium white like this bad boy packs a punch and it will immediately knock down the color you're using. And then for my black, lamp black. So sometimes I see pics of oil paint and just like the way it's chunky makes you want to eat it. Yeah, it's pretty chunky. It's nice. Ooh, that made a noise. I've never wanted to eat my paint. Um, but I mean, you're not the only one who's wanted to eat paint. Paint store attendants, hello, how may I help you? Just fucked me up, dude. Yeah, kinda. Okay, I need a new paper towel for this. Yeah, I'd been painting like long before I took painting one at my college, and the people not knowing basic safety for paints always scares me. I've seen people on YouTube doing oil paintings not wearing gloves, and I'm like, you're gonna get cancer, you're gonna get heavy metal toxicity. It's not fun. Forbidden snacks. Yeah, there's this one artist I know of. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but he's like infamous for he basically paints in 3D. He makes these massive, like chunky oil paintings. They're gorgeous. I know there's a video of him making one on YouTube, and it's a girl like in a mushroom forest, and like the mushrooms are like literally like like this, and they're like 3D. It's a literal mushroom that's made of paint, and it must have taken like years for that to dry. It's insane. Ugh, gotta grab my paper towels. Also, for paint safety 101, paint solvent is toxic, inflammable. It can spontaneously combust. So when I paint, I have like a special little like art trash can under my desk. Checking my Discord messages, making sure that none of the students in my class are asking questions. No. So I have like a little plastic garbage bag that I put in there that I store like all my solvent rags, and then whenever I finish, I tie it up and I throw it outside, like in the trash immediately, because like the chances of it combusting are very small, but it can happen. It can happen. Okie dokie. So when I mix my paint, I'm gonna go ahead and like pre-mix paint. I use like the standard one of these dudes, and then I use one of these palette knives. These are really good for texture and painting. It's really good for like scratchy. Bob Ross uses these for his trees. Yes, oil painting is such a fun hobby. Yes, it's exactly like contact cement. You're also really not supposed to wash oil paint down the sink. But I'm going to start off with a 3-point grayscale. So I've got black and my white. And I'm just gonna mix 50% gray in the center to start with. You think you're gonna stick with digital art only? The chances of your computer spontaneously combusting seem smaller. Yeah. I don't know the actual statistics that like I don't know it's ever happened, and my professor's never known anyone it's happened to, but like I don't know. People tend to not think about how dangerous oil painting can be. Even acrylic painting, like people think it's safer, and while there's no solvent, like the expensive acrylic paints are still made of metals, and if it gets on your skin, you can absorb it. And if you paint with acrylics a lot and don't take safety measures, you can get sick. So never use contact cement in an unventilated area. Yes. And so it's also commonly used in coastlays. Yeah. I got a little bit of the titanium white to kind of knock this gray down to 50%. And if you're wondering what 50% gray is, it's the background of the back of that portrait. That's pretty much exactly 50% gray. I think that is a pretty damn good petal paint right there. I'm doing this in my lap. Sorry you can't really see it. I don't think I could do it. There, you've been playing with epoxy lately. If you watch videos on YouTube, they probably talk about safety. But yeah, basic safety for hobby stuff is important. I don't know the dangers of epoxy. I'm sure there are some. But yeah, just like keep these things in mind. You really only have to learn this stuff once if you like use your brain and remember it. I've never messed with epoxy. Yeah, I'm not really into traditional 3D media or anything like that. Although epoxy does seem really cool. Right, yeah, that's a good 20 to 30% gray. Use your brain like a peasant. I mean, yeah. I have a brain, but I certainly don't use it. Sometimes I can be very stupid. You just have to tune into my Minecraft streams to see that. Oh boy. I absolutely cannot stand clay or anything like that. I hate it. I really despise 3D. It's just not for me. That's why I love Live 2D so much. And I hated Maya in college so much. Okay. Almost there. Yeah, it is. It's the remix of one of the tracks from Avatar. And I'm surprised that something's recognizably from Avatar is in a DMC free playlist, but okay. So I've got my grays mixed up. I actually think my 50% could be a little bit lighter. Got a little bit more white to that guy. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Could that be darker? That could be a little darker. Okay, cool. Still about an hour on the underpainting. That's not that bad. Ideally, I'd get it done quicker, but okay. So I have my colors mixed up. It's a little bit too zoomed in. Let me. So I have my white about 30% gray, 50% gray, 70%, and then my black over here. So I have this kind of just like step off to the side. And then for my medium, I am going to be using Galkid gel, which is this stuff. So what it does is it retains the impasto, so like the thickness of the paint, but it helps it dry faster. And this is, this is my favorite solvent to use. I also have like the regular Galkid, but it makes it glossy and runny, and of course paint thinner makes it runny as well. So good old chunk of that over there. Okay. Wood carving is fun. I've done it like not seriously. Yay, we're dry. Okay. So let's find a nice big brush for this next part. Let's go with, just fucking hell, man. I need an extension cable for my webcam so bad. Oh my god. Are you shitting me? I'm gonna commit. Where's my YouTube analytics? Oh my god. This is also difficult because of my neck as well. Technical difficulties in Memento. I actually need to get up and do this from behind. Oh my god. Face reveal. Why won't you lay down flat? Webcam. Are we gonna stay there? Are we gonna be good? You should duct tape it. Let's see if I can get it like more straight on. Okay. Hopefully I don't bump into this thing again. Actually, like, move my chair around this time. Are there YouTube awards for the most scuffed streams? Because I think I might have won one tonight. What is getting hot? My chair over here. Oh. Okay. Ugh. Archer came over to say hi. Say hi to Archer for me, Wolf. Archer is Wolf's cat. He's his cute boy. Okie dokie. So, from here, what do he said Hyper says hi and touched him and he got startled and laughed. Oh, well, thank you for reporting that. So, from here, like, there's no one correct way to do a painting, but I like start dark. So I'm coming in straight with my solvent and into the black over here because I'm starting with the shadows. He's on edge because he hears noises. I need to pull up my reference image again. Ooh, okay. So, it's not harassment if it comes to me looking for butt scratches. Yeah, Zelda also loves her butt scratches. Okay. Okay, you're gonna probably see my head a little bit. I gotta. So I usually start with the eye socket shape right here, because like if you can get that shape down, you're good. It's the most important for a believable portrait. So I'm gonna actually pull this to the side a little bit because I need to see this straight on. Actually, I'm gonna get a smaller brush for that. Let's go this way. I like this guy. There's rinse and solvent again. Okay. So she has very nice arched brows like that. And the socket shape. Like that. This is pretty general. Come in here very carefully. I'm moving this closer to me again, sorry. Come in with like the center line, which would be about right there. The center line is very important. I'm also going to establish the same shape on the other side. I can see that I kind of got it wrong on that side. Can be better. This with this side too. So like that. Yeah, and then the nose. Like that. Socket shape. Shadow. Coming again with all of these shadow shapes again. But I am paying a little bit more attention to the placement of like the mouth and things. So like there's a pretty strong shadow to the side, but then it curves around here. And then now I'm gonna go after like the face shape. So I'm probably gonna pull this dude a little closer to me again so I can really get this right. I'm gonna start on this side because easier for me to get that side better with I can work like this. Okay. So coming over here. She's got a nice maybe she's got a really nice, very good cheekbone like that. Her hair kind of comes out a little bit. Got an ear right above the cheekbone junction. You can't see any of that. Go in like that. And about like right there. Mm-hmm. I actually think my first version that was better. Whoops. That's fun. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Okay, and then the here's like that. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Oh, it is real Sonic hours in my chat right now. Yeah, the ears are about here. Okay. Here. I'm gonna pull this towards me real quick to finish to the side. Sorry, because I am on the struggle bus and I need to like really nail this side of the face on the stage, or else it's gonna be just like a nightmare for the rest of this painting. So. Whoa! I got it. Okay. Disaster averted. Yeah, for traditional, you can't control F and all that like you can with digital. So flip it upside down or like get a mirror or your phone and then like look at it from the side to reveal all of your mistakes and to make you realize, wow, my painting is garbage. It's not actually garbage, it's just um, our eyesight is not as good as we think it is. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna work on this more. Got a little bit more hair over here, and then here's on this line. Okie dokie. Yeah, that looks so much better. And the neck. Let's see, her neck is like lines up about with the outer corner of the eyebrow, so that would be about here. Yeah, that looks so much better. And this, my painting is also off on the canvas a little bit, I think, which is unideal. We will survive. Okay, cool. So, it is time to start really filling in the dark shapes. So from here, I'm going to be filling in like the hair and the shadow all as one shape, and that's going to be like with watered down pure black. And then I'm going to fill in the background in the light shapes. So we're going to have like dark, light, medium, and then from there you go in with different values. So we're going to come back to our big boy brush, some solvent. We want to start. Oh, needs more solvent. Because I want to retain some of this transparency. We're gonna do the hair. There we go. Much better. It's kind of dripping. That's not ideal. A little bit much solvent. That's okay. We can kind of tap it off. I have like a million pieces of paper towel around to prevent disaster. Because I am painting on a wonderful custom handmade desk by my stepdad, and I don't want to destroy it. So it's kind of hard to tell on stream head shape is kind of weird. That's not what I meant to say. It's hard to tell on stream, but I am keeping these shadows transparent. Yucky. I don't like those lines. We're just getting rid of them real quick. Okay, cool. I don't like any of these. Okay. So I'm keeping the shadows transparent. In the picture I will take eventually, not right now. They will look nice and pretty and kind of vibrant. Right now everything looks icky on webcam, and it sucks. So just kind of this kind of shape in her hair. And the hairline is that. Just got a little more hair going on this side. Character. I'm gonna go ahead and include like this right here. This is like a fun accent. Being careful about the line that I painstakingly created earlier. Retain it. Yeah. Keep this like really nice and transparent and dark. I'm gonna add like some randomness in the hair to make it look like a little more like actual hair because it looks not so great right now. Yeah. Okay, so a little bit more solvent, more paint. Now we're gonna bring this down. I'm gonna start with the eyes again. These are important shapes. I've got like a big chunk of paint on my brush. I need to get that off. Do not want chunky paint right now. Okay. One socket, other socket. I'm letting these bits get like a little darker. Not super, super dark. Let's see. It's like a little more solvent. Just a touch. You feel like you know what the song samples. Oh, that would be interesting. Eye sockets are weird. Yeah, there we go. Not bad. So, shadow actually starts more this direction. The hair a little less than originally. I'm gonna leave the ear out. The nose, this shape, that. Mouth. connect all this. And I'm just gonna let that come down and be one shape. I'm gonna connect that here. There we go. That shadow isn't great. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and I'll just paint over that and make it a little nicer. What's my next? I'm gonna paint. Yeah. Okay. Not bad. I like how dark this is. Very nice. It's gonna look good. Yeah. Okay. This, I'm doing my version of Beat the Devil of it over here, very, very gently with my solvent so I don't get paint everywhere, and also don't inhale. Also, I don't have a dedicated studio. This is also my computer desk, and I don't want to, like, destroy my apartment as well. Okay. So, the rest of these tones are pretty easy to read. I'm gonna go ahead and come in and get some my Galca gel, grab this 50% gray, and just paint in the background. And excuse me, because it's like pretty much entirely 50% gray. Really nice solid color, and this will help make my lights super nice and light. So we're just gonna start going. Take extra special careful around these edges, like here. Carve that shape out. And I'm using the same brush. It's like a 1-inch flat. As I paint, I noticed that I still made the neck a little long, but the neck length is something that's like, okay, if it's unideal, the really important stuff is getting the facial features to read. Besides that, is when you can take your artistic license. Coming over here, got like this line, the ear. I'm gonna go ahead and like actually line that, and I'll make this fit like a little darker right there. Flipping this guy upside down real quick to check that angle on the chin. Make sure he's good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. This is all the boring stuff. So I noticed now that I'm looking at it, like, this one side of the neck is a little bit longer. Those are things that I can fix in this next stage. Concentrating on the silhouette for now. And I'm coming in on the hair a little bit and letting it be kind of messy around here. I'm not crazy about how the hairline turned out originally. She's got kind of difficult hair. So I'm just gonna do that more later. Okay, so now we're just gonna fill all this in. And I'm using a pretty good chunk of Galka gel right now just to make it go farther. This will dry pretty quickly. I use a lot of medium typically for these stages. So, and I'll come back to the backgrounds possibly later to change the values of it around a little bit to make it more interesting. I just want to get that down. Okay, cool. Taking most of this paint off of here. I'm cleaning this brush off. Let's see. So I want a slightly smaller brush. Let's go with this guy. So I'm going to be using this for the lights, maybe for Galkid. Okay, I need some new Galkid. I need to go get that. So now, ordinarily, I would come in with more of a 50% gray for the skin, but like the background is a pretty clear 50% gray. If I'm looking at the reference, I have it grayscale like in another window, just like look at it better. And so the background is perfect 50% gray. So if you compare the skin, it's quite a few shades lighter. I'd say like overall it's about a 30%. So excuse me, I'm breaking the rules a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and just make the skin like 30% gray. Which you don't usually want to start super light, but in this case, I think it's allowed. So getting a good chunk of that color. And we're gonna come in here. I'm also like editing as I go, so I'm like, that's a little bit more like that. And I still have like paint on this brush like I did earlier because a lot of paint stays wet and it's fun. So yeah, that's good. Paint. So we're gonna come in here and start with the angles of the face. So the eyebrow like that. And then once I get this color in, I'm going to go ahead and reestablish that center line with that dark color. The center line is very important. So the shadow is kind of like off center, so like there's our center line. Let me flip this over. So yeah, it still reads cool. So I'm just going to continue filling this in. At this point, I'm letting the dark shapes and the light shapes all like fade into each other. So the eye socket, I'm allowing it to fade into the hair for the sake of this painting. Uh-oh. Getting this cheekbone shape. That. Go ahead and throw the ear in there. Eye socket. Oh, I grabbed the wrong color. Bad. Okay. Being pretty precise with these edges first. Capturing this dip where like the tank top is. Later. Okay, nice. We're gonna leave this line right there. Somewhat visible. We're gonna come back to that. Just wanna keep it. Grabbing some more paint. I'm coming over here to the nose. And everything can like touch and blend that. That's totally fine at this point. And finally, got this shape. This is like a super duper important one. So I'm going to use my brain a little bit more. So if I look at the reference, this shadow starts right at the inner corner of her eye, which I'd say is like around there. It doesn't have to be perfect the first time, but I want it to be pretty damn good. And the eye socket is about like a third of the way down the ear, so it starts about right there. Yeah. Just gonna go bam. Gonna do that. And then it goes kind of like under the eye socket, and then around the cheekbone, and it goes about on the nose. So that's good enough for now. Okay, I'm gonna grab the thicker brush and fill in the rest of this, and I'm not gonna fill it in like all the way to the bottom. I think I'm just gonna fix the shape because it's a lot more of like a diagonal. So just going like that. Wipe off that contaminated paint. The too dark color. Back in the thicker brush, more loaded with paint. Going like that, yeah. Now, like ordinarily, if you're doing a normal sitting for this style of painting, you do this over a couple of days and you take a break around here and you let it like dry and then you let your brain reset. But I'm doing this as like a quick and nitty gritty study to help me get back in my mojo, so I'm just gonna bang it out in a couple hours. So we're gonna kinda have this triangle in here, so letting the brushwork be kind of expressive. So something like that. Okay, cool. Oh, I forgot mirror. Let's kind of bop that in real quick. So yeah, okay. So got a nice face there. Well, I'm gonna take a stitch break over here. Oh, I already have oil paint all over my gloves. This is why we wear gloves, people. I wonder if it's on my face yet. I usually get paint on my face. I am a dingy. I'm using you guys kind of as guinea pigs because like I got this for streaming mostly, but also since I'm teaching a lot now, I'll probably be doing material demos. I gotta practice being able to demo and use a webcam at the same time. Also, Wolf, please remind me to buy an X-Acto knife or a box cutter because I lost mine and I really need it when we start like actually doing stuff in my drawing. Because I keep trying to remember and I keep forgetting because I'm stupid. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and break. So on my reference, there is no like mask on the eye, so I'm gonna go ahead and just like break that and show the bridge of the noses in light. So I'm gonna kind of bring this over to me so I can see it better, because getting this line correct is very important. So I'm gonna just come down here and fix this. Because I was doing that to help me with my symmetry and keeping the eyes kind of like socket state. At you saying you probably stopped painting on your face. How about when you got it on the back of your neck and sent you a pic? Yes, one time I got paint on the back of my neck. Don't ask me how. It just happens sometimes. I am a very messy painter. Even when I do watercolors, I'll get watercolor paint on my face. It's kind of embarrassing. I'm gonna have to mix more of this paint in a second, so I'm kind of just like touching this up. That. Now she looks like Voldemort. No nose. I'm actually gonna come in with my soupy black again. This needs like a little more on the nose. That's so we're gonna stick like that for now. Yeah, it's good for now. Oh my god, I just stabbed myself in the eye. Huh. Okay, cool. So now we have all the basic shapes in. Actually, do I have any outfit left? I have a little bit left. I want to do a little bit more paint in this bad boy. Yeah. When I actually paint that, it'll be more, just like, oh, I need to push him back. Hello. We're back. Okay. Next, don't do that. You need, yeah. I am stupid. Okay. All right. So next, I'm gonna come in with one of my favorite brushes. This guy. I love this guy. He's just like a long filbert. Makes beautiful lines. So what I'm going to do next is, so I have like, you know, my light, medium, dark. So I'm going to come in and find the turning planes, which are the places where the shift from dark to light happens, and I'm gonna like key these in first. So for this painting, it's gonna be like right here on the forehead. We leave the eyes for a little bit. Eyes are scary. There's gonna be one right here. There's gonna be like one right here, and then right here, and some stuff down like here. So I'm going to be starting with the shadow shape, and then going to the light shape, because I like working dark to light, more medium. I've been taking an online class with Joseph Todorovich recently. He is an incredible painter, and I'm using this 70% gray that I mixed earlier for the first transition shape in here. Yeah, so I've been taking a class with Joseph Todorovich, and he's an amazing painter. And so I'm stealing these techniques from him. So I'm starting here with the forehead area. Let's see. I'm gonna start with going around the eyebrow shape in here, because this will, eventually get even lighter. But for now, I'm gonna be starting simple. So I go around here and like that. And this is starting where the webcam is failing. And you can't see this very well. It's there, I promise. Gotta work on things better for next time. It'll also be easier when I'm doing it in color. So I've got that. And then there's also turning plane on the inside. I'm gonna go ahead and like draw in her eyebrow in reverse. And there's another turning shadow right there. And then the nose is another one. It's another big one. I'm actually gonna go like, I'm creating another puddle of paint. It's like a mixture halfway between the 50 and 70, so it's gonna be like 60-ish. I want this a little bit lighter, so we're just gonna go down the nose like this. Yeah, that's good. And then here, to show that the nose is in shadow. Take it down here to the mouth as well. Once again here to this transition. And then I'm going to take this color. So as I'm painting, I'm noticing her chin goes a lot deeper than I drew originally. So I'm going to come down here, and then I'm actually going to come down here, about like that. And kind of like draw that in. You made the slightest adjustment to the corners of the mouth. Yeah, the little adjustments to the mouths and the eyes in your VTuber models make such a difference. I think that's a bit more in line with the model. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. So, snagging some more of that mixture I made. I'm gonna kind of like hit this over here. So it's like a transitional thing. Yeah. And also right down here. Especially right here. Here we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and paint in the collarbones as well. Let's see, the collarbones match up with the inside corner of the eye. It's gonna be like something like that. I go down a little bit more. I'll go ahead and like fix that. Yeah, okay. Just like to show that it's there, and also, you know, a little TikTok. Okay, let's go ahead and scary bit right here. So like this eye is actually really in shadow or in highlight. So like this is all gonna get turned into a light shade. But for now, I'm just going to do the eyebrow, like this, because these brows are like they make or break this. Just gonna do the brow and hit the inside corner and make like that. And then so like I can already tell from here that my eyebrows are wonky. So I'm gonna flip it upside down. And see what the dealio is. Let's see. Yeah, because like I made that socket way smaller than it is over here. So let's come in here with the black. Kind of re-carve this out. Oh, I grabbed too much of the black again. Yeek. Okay. Because eyebrows do kind of like almost. See, I feel like. Minecraft villager noises. Okay. Let's. Use a different technique. You really can't see this on the what's cam. That sucks. I have my phone and I'm gonna take a picture and then like mirror it. So. Edit. Oof. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna stick you right here. I hope I don't get paint on that. You can't see that. I have my phone right here. And it is showing me the sins of my painting. Alright. So, this eye socket needs to be knocked this way. This one needs to be bigger, so I'm going to grab this guy. My 30%. And let's see, we're gonna slowly do this. Just a little bit at first. Okay, yeah. And because it's messing me up, I'm gonna go ahead and do it up here too. This will help me keep like symmetry better. My socket shape. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Okay. That's better. gonna take another picture and hope that helped. It should. Tremendously. Okay. Yay. Okay. Now when I look at it, it is much, much, much better. It's a little bit wonky in places, but this isn't the place when it's really important. And, oh, now I'm gonna come in here, clean off this brush. I'm gonna mix more of that 30% gray, because my next color will be halfway between my, well, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and just use my 50% gray for this. And so this is going to be the transition shadows in the light plane. So this is going to be this, you know, here once again, but like right here. We're going to have some like on the nose, on the mouth, down here, and then the eye, which is scary. So let's start with like the forehead. So around this line in the forehead here, there's some shadows right here. So I'm gonna fill these in like that, and then I'll let it like go into the hair. Now over here, there is quite a bit of a highlight about where the brow is. So like around here, goes up. Goes like all the way up to the hair. I'm gonna go ahead and just let that be like that. The like inside corner of the eye is about right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a mark to denote where that is. Okay, so the nose. She has what I would assume is a hook nose. Kind of, if she were to look inside, it's also very narrow. So like that. And then the fulcrum, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint in the lips from here. So the corner of her lips is about here, I would say. So we're just gonna be right here. I think that's pretty good. So I'm gonna, the bottom lip is lighter than the top lip, so I'm just gonna do the shadow of the bottom lip here. Right there. So transitional. So here, this turning thing right here. So over here by the cheekbone, turning the plane. Also like line that up. You can't beat the challenge quest in the New York event. I have beat first three. I did Toa, Rice Ball, I did Leonidas, I did Izo. I'm currently stuck on the one with John, Archer, Taiga, and Oda Nobunaga. Um, I almost got it with Gil, actually. I think the comp I need for it is I need my MP2 Summer Melt, but she's at level 70 right now, so I've been using all my loot boxes on her. So when I get her maybe to 80, I'm growing her to 90 like immediately. So as soon as that, we'll see if I have more luck with that quest. But yeah, I feel you there. Stuff. They're all tough. Archer is back. Would you like me to try and say hi to him for you again? Yes, please. Send him my love. Yeah, it's pretty good. Neat. Okay, we're gonna come back in here. I got a little bit. To denote like where these shadows are. He's being extremely silly tonight. Silly mans. I'm gonna go ahead and like key in this little highlight and map right there. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I can tighten this a bit. Okay. Wipe my threshold. Maybe next time you stream, I'll show people the picture of the man. Yeah. I always enjoy seeing pictures of Archer, but I'm invested. I know what he looks like. Okay, take a little water break. And flip upside down. And I'm gonna move this closer to me so I can see. Okay. So yeah, I could see in the eye sockets. Yeah, so the eyebrows, one is arched more, so I gotta fix that. I think I'm gonna arch the one in the shadow a bit more. That one's a little. Yeah, one is angled more up. I think that one is better. I just gotta match it. Up until this stage, things have been like pretty loosey-goosey, because just like shadows and turning planes are pretty malleable. But from here, things are gonna get a little more concrete. So I gotta concentrate a bit more. I'm gonna mix some more of that light shadow shade because I'm almost out of it. So where are my knives I was using? Here they are. I'm going to do just like a big chunk of this because there's a lot of this lighter shade. Roger is just baby. Yes, he is. He is a big baby. I saw like someone do a video calculating the math on like how many boxes you need to open to ascend like different rarity servants, and oh, I've got to do a lot of boxes this year. I did, I think 100 last year's Christmas lotto. Yeah, it's pretty much the same color. But I also had like fewer servants I needed to level up that time. I have so many I need to level up this time, so I'm gonna go ham. I'm pretty much gonna use all my apples. So we'll see how many boxes I can clear this time. Also, I have MP4 guild match now. Sure didn't have that last year. I also have my own support casters. I've got better CEs, so it's gonna be much less painful. Oh, I'm so psyched. I honestly didn't think I'd get 2 guilds in 60 rolls. I'm gonna do one more, so 90 total. Trying to get the NQ CE. If I'm not gonna get it after that, I'm gonna stop because I need Scotty. If I get another guild, knock on wood, I'm gonna lose it, man. 1 ticket, Rainbow Sparks during class, Gilgamesh. I was losing my mind. Okay, now I'm gonna fix this other eye first of all. I like this one a lot. I think it captures her more, so I'm gonna arch this eyebrow some more, and then I'm gonna go in and kind of just start rendering the shadows, really. What is next? I'm gonna pull this closer to me. Sorry. I gotta fix this eyebrow. Make it more arched. And there, even now. Cool. Alrighty. I need to not touch that. Eyes are really tricky. Eyes are very, very, very tricky. I'm getting paint everywhere. I'm always a mess. I wonder if it's on my face yet. I can check. It is. I have it on my forehead. It's because it's on my gloves. I try to keep my gloves clean, but I'm gonna come up over with a dry-ish brush with onion. Yeah, and just kind of like beep, 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 beep. Fix that, because that was icky. Okay, so we're gonna be taking this guy. Yeah. Oh, washy, 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 washy. Gently beat the delve a little bit over here. What I use to clean my brushes is I have like this. It's a glass like jar, and it has this metal coil inside of it. So it's very gross because I've been using it for like 2 years now. This thing is amazing. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna give some love to like this area of the face because it's very, very. Ow, my hip just popped. It's very black. Scooting over. Sorry if you see my head awkwardly. So yeah, I fixed the eyebrow shape a little bit. It could still use some work right there, but I'm just gonna focus on the shadow. So the shadow is actually pretty like, I'd say the darkest bits of it are about a 70% gray. Oh, I need more medium. So now I'm gonna come in and I'd say I'm gonna do the core shadow and then blend out. So got my my medium. Got my 70% fish. Alright, you're gonna see me. Oh, it's on my arm too. Ugh. You're gonna see me doing some leaning now. um, we're gonna line this down here, over here as well. And flip that upside down. Cheekbones, right there. Yeah, cool. Oops, cookie. So I have like that. So the core, the darkest shadow, is in here. I'm actually, I want to go ahead and just make that black right there to retain transparency. So, oof. Let's see if I can. Yeah, okay. It's kind of gross. I'm keeping this brush right here. It's my like super duper duper black. Just because black is very difficult too. Wow, my hair looks like her. My hair is so bad. I'm supposed to have an undercut under there, but I haven't gotten my undercut shaved in months. Are you gonna focus? There it goes. It's good for people who are squeamish because I do have quite a bit of a scar right there on my hairline from when I had my surgery. So go ahead and reinforce that shadow right there. And I'm gonna actually. So the socket is here, but the actual shadow of the eye is here. I'd say about there. So that part's gonna get filled in. So that's like super dark right there. Okay, so here is when it starts to transition out. I'm gonna like mix the 70% and 50% black for this right here. So this right here is pretty much darkest spot of painting that inside the eye. It's also pretty dark right there. And you can't see that. Ah, sad. Very sad. All this effort into my painting and you can't even see it. It's okay. Okie dokie. So we're gonna come back to my mixture of like the 70% and the 50% for like the inside of the shadow, because it gets lighter towards the edge. So I'm just gonna start filling in this lighter color in here. Kind of comes up and around, kind of like around this pocket. Kind of blend it in here. Okay, let's go ahead and paint the lip while I'm here. It's lighter. We're gonna wash this brush. Okay, so I'm gonna choose a color. Let's go in between my 30% and my 50% again, on the lighter side, because the bottom lip is pretty light. What's that? I need a little bit darker. And just fill this in like that. And it blended pretty well, kind of naturally right there. Can I get that off my arm? No, it's stuck. Cool. Alrighty. Now while we're in here, let's say the 60-ish for shadows in here. 24. Use the brush for that. All the way here to the corner. It needs to be darker. It's very dark, actually. Better. I hate to use like straight up black, but this might be a place to use straight up black and then tone it down. What are you doing up there, Stinky Butt? Zelda is kind of like rolling on the couch. She's being very cute. Okay, so that's dark. That area underneath it is actually lighter. Let's oh, she has been summoned. Let's do that light plane. That's like that's too late. Try 50. Sometimes you think you know what value a color is, and then you put your paint down and you're like, oh no, my brain has done deceived me. Yes, there's, sorry, trying not to block. Well, not like you can see it. Haha. Okay, so there is that. A little bit, and then the lips are darker than that. So, let's see better. And the highlights in the Ultra needs to come out a little bit more. Do that guy real quick. That. It's a pretty flat spot. The nostrils right here. Ugh. Sucks that the quality is so garbage because all I'm doing now is just like fine tuning things. So I'm gonna come in with this big boy. And there's a really nice transition to a pretty light shade right in here. So are we clean first of all? Yeah, we're clean. Okay, so I'm gonna use a big brush for that. I'm gonna like dab something in there. Yeah, that's about the shade, so it's a good mix between our 1570s. Let's get a good chunk of that boy. Scoot this guy over this way a little bit better so I can see that. Okay. Now I'm loading my brush in a very particular way to make this mark. I'm going to be moving like up inside. Yeah, there we go. I like that. It's really right here. So it's like all the way through here. So it's darker right here in the mouth. And this is the same shade. It's like right here. And since I still have this big brush selected, in my hands, I'm gonna come over here and make the transitions shade from like this to this because it's a pretty subtle transition, not this dark. So we're just gonna come in and do this guy right here. I'm gonna do that light bit later, but yeah. And come in here and do these transition shades. Yeah. I would have liked a little bit more paint in that one, but it's okay. And I'm not doing highlights yet. Highlights go absolute last. Using my big brush because I love a big brush. So let's see if I can get this nose shadow. I'm not happy with that. I'll probably go in a small brush on that guy. But I do like that color. So it's probably like 40 maybe. 40% gray. There's some 40% gray like right here. And then the plane of the cheek is darker because it's slightly turned away from the light source. So I'm just gonna come in here like that. Make it a little bit darker down here. We gonna be ballsy too and start carving out the eye socket. So we're gonna come a little bit better. Got like a good chunk of paint. I like thick, chunky brush strokes. They're fun. That's what I want. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. There's a little bit of this like right here. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. And you can't really see any of this. It just looks bad on camera. Okay, I still have like some paint on my brush, so I'm gonna use it down here. Give some attention to the neck. Here's where you can like see stuff, the tendons and all underneath. And while I'm on the neck, I'm gonna come in here and like refine it a little bit. It's good to like move around as you paint. You don't want to hone in on just one area and like obsess over it, because you'll end up like overworking it most likely, which is bad. You do not want to overwork your painting. You'll lose sight of the whole thing when you're supposed to be trying to think of it as like a whole, not the sum of the parts, you know? And I'm just coming in with like pure paint on my brush and letting it be chunky. This, because I like the texture. And on top of this is, ooh, I completely have not done that area over there. Woo! Let's fix that. Using my big brush. It actually gets much lighter right there on the transition because of the reflected light, so I'm gonna kind of like leave that blank. I'm gonna reestablish the boundary right there. Then we're gonna come in with small guy. And that nice transition shade again. Pretty light, actually. Flip me upside down. Oh. It's a little too late or light, but I can always blend that in. So we're gonna do that. Okay. Woo! And now that we've established how light that is, I'm gonna come in with my 70% here on the background and make this right here darker to help make that stand out. That's not something, oh, I need to give that ear some attention. It's not something that's on the reference, it's just these artistic bits make it look a little nicer. Then conversely, where the shadow is, I'm going to come with the lighter shade. Do the same thing, it's just like a good chunk there. To help it stand out a bit. We're coming in on the edge of the shadow and helping it stand out a bit. So, like that. Yeah, good. Putting grabbing the big flat down, grabbing the medium flat. Let's see. Let's do some work on the transition right here. It's way too dark. Let's place that like that.
Do you feel better now? Yes.
Okay. There is still good, nice shadow shape right there. That's a bit darkened. Let's see. Now I'm coming in for the first time with a color lighter than this 30% base. Let's start with the lips. This bottom lip down here, this color. Use it very sparingly though. Highlight right there, and I don't have enough paint on the brush, so I can see it. Okay. Let's come over here and do the shadow. Like, for good. Oh, sorry, kind of poking in here. So this shadow starts up here in the corner of the eye. So I'm going to bring that up a little bit. Or this highlight, I should say. Down, just like a tad. I'm going to bring it there. Now I'm going to take what that's halfway between these and come in there. Like that. So what I'm actually going to do is leave a sharp edge right there. If I can get it. Good enough. Back in here with the black. Make it like a little more eye shape. Yeah, okay. Now let's move up to the nose. We're kind of neglecting that whole area. Real quick though, we're gonna get like the blacks, the nostrils. And there we go. Okay. Now, the shadows of the nose. Woo! Okay, so there is a somewhat of a shadow-ish shape right here. So we're gonna stick that in there. The same shape on the other side, but it's pretty damn dark. Not like super dark. Let's see. Actually, I think that's 50%. Yes, okay, so. Alright, scary stuff here. Yeah, I'm gonna go 50%. We're gonna start. Finesse the nose shape a bit more. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. We're gonna also do that with Cupid's bow. We're gonna come in with a dark color and come here under the lip. Okay. Also blend that guy a little bit better. Okay, so we're going lighter now, so we need to really clean the brush. Donnie, you're being very patient over there. Did you get more now, baby? My rag is nasty, so a new one. Are you two hanging in there, Wolf and James Schuyler? You're the only other one. Thanks for chilling out. I'm not sure how interesting this is, especially if you're not into oil painting. It's kind of a drag, especially when you can't see the details very good. Coming in with a 30% gray. So there's like this really nice. Her nose is too long, but it's too late to fix it at this point, so it's fine. You're into it, you're just multitasking. Yeah, it's valid. Okay. That is way too light. You're really surprised from the difference at the start. Yeah, so like, oh man, that color was too light. This technique, this style of painting, it's, yeah. I usually take pictures as I go. I should have been doing that. Yeah, it's very difficult, but like, yeah, if you look at another tab and return, it changes a lot. Fireworks! It's game night here in town. We take our football games very seriously. Yeah, it changes a lot. Okay, is this color better for that? Could be a little darker. Yeah, it's very difficult going from like a chunk. You can't hear the fireworks in the stream, you don't think good. So we're gonna come in. Yeah, that's better. Okay, sorry, you see my head. I need to concentrate right here. Yeah, it's also like personally super satisfying being able to turn the form successfully and like that's too late, you know. Make it look like this. We're gonna go like a little bit darker on the other side of the nose. I'm gonna test that down here. Yeah. Actually, it needs to be a bit darker. Okay. This isn't how I usually do like, oh, there we go. My, for real paintings, my process is a bit different, but this is academic practice, you know? That was too dark. This needs to come down a bit. The side of the nose is slightly darker thing down here, so we're gonna, yeah. I'm in my happy zone right here where I get to use my big brushes. I already need more paint. Blah. Gross. Okay, we need like a little bit of a highlight down here. Yeah. Okay, time to actually do this eye. Scary, scary. I'm gonna fix the eyebrow shape. Sorry, you see my head. Okay, cool. Okay. And I'm going to switch for this to this guy. It's a softer brush, and it's new, and it's smaller, so it'll be able to do these transitions better. So we're gonna come in here with the 70. And we're gonna pull in from the 50, make it a little lighter. We're gonna be carving this eyebrow shape out. And connecting it here to the eyelid. And this color comes around. Stays really dark right there. And then out here. Okay. Fix the eyebrow. Let's see without arching. Like that. Okay, cool. Okay, the paint is like super reflective, so I gotta move it a little bit towards me this way, sorry. So now I'm gonna come in with, I'd say, 50% gray, and we're gonna hit the upper eyelid shape. It's very difficult. So it's about right there. Yeah, that's good. Last time I made the eyes too high, so I'm really focusing on that. So now, the lower eyelid. I think like, let's not worry about the lower eyelid, really. Let's do the eye whites because they're little easier to nail. Okay. Oh, brush. It's still coming off. Okie dokie. I think I need to push the shadow a little bit more. Hold on. Kind of like a note to myself to do that. Because I'd say the white is here. This is like make or break time right here. Let's see. How about if I could let me go ahead and connect these for now. Okay. Alright, see you later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Yeah, I'll definitely post a photo on Twitter when I'm done. By the way, you probably follow me on Twitter. Who are you? Because I have a guess, but I don't want to make any assumptions because you interact with me so much on here, and I really appreciate it. And I'd definitely like to give you a shout out or something on there, but I need to make sure I'm shouting out the right person. Oh, my camera got knocked over a little bit or something. Hello. Yeah, it's still being difficult. What the hell? Oh, that looks so creepy. Oh, who are you on Twitter? What's your username? So I know like exactly who you are. Because you talk to me so much here on streams, I'd like to make sure I know who you are. That was mildly horrifying for 1 second. Yeah, this is the uncanny valley right here. I'm fixing it. Give me a sec. Yeah, it's gonna be horrifying a little bit. I apologize. It's in the right place. It just looks scary. Okay. You appear as James Moriarty at Twitter. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, that looked really creepy. Sorry about that. Okay. I gotta fix that shadow a bit more. So, well, thank you so much for tuning in and for all of your support. Have a good night. Yeah, former 90s kid. That's who I thought you were, but I wasn't 100% sure. Well, thank you regardless. I really appreciate every time anyone chooses to interact with little old me. Good night. Yeah, this is looking really freaking creepy right now. I gotta switch out my headphones. Oh, where did I put the other one? I'm going to switch over and do the same for the other eye. Clean off my brush. What time is it? 11. Woo! Well, it's not like I have work or school or anything tomorrow, so it's fine. I'm definitely not gonna like finish this painting, but I want to get the eyes Uncanny Valley, hit the highlights, do the hair real quick. I'll go for like an hour, an hour more. Okay, so I was about to say midnight, but I'm not a new time zone. Yes, that is correct. I am going to, yeah, choose the right color. Come in from this side. Right here with that. And then hit the top of the eyelid. Yeah, you have work, so don't worry about it. The VOD always exists. And this is the finicky stuff anyway. Doesn't show up very well on camera. I don't know if it's OBS or my webcam that's being a pain in the butt about this. But that's good. Yeah. Oh, my phone just beeped. Oh, sound of his life, that's why. Okay. Yeah, so from here, basically what I'm trying to do is, you know, the eyeballs. That's too late. And generally you want to like encapsulate the pupil, so do like the upper and the lower lid. Yay, they're actually around the same, so I am kind of doing them like that. And I will come in with the white and kind of like push that up and widen it. What color is that? That's very light. This is the point that really makes it breaks it right here. Pupil placement and the whites of the eye and all that. Okay, so it looks really, really spooky right now. But everything is in the right place. So are we gonna be dumb? Not focus? Yeah, we're gonna be dumb and not focus. Cool. So yeah. My placements are like spot on. Yeah, it looks really spooky right now, yeah. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. I promise. Just a bit, yeah. I fix. It's actually a lot more gray tones in the eye than you think. so now it's just a matter of like, okay, this will make it like less spooky, these next steps. There we go. Already better. I need to widen that a bit, actually. Hi Zelda, what are you doing, Bubba? Oh, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. A good chunk of a light color for like that in there. Oh, I am running out of my 30% gray again. Let's come over here and redo the socket. Yeah, we look in a little uncanny valley over here. I'm creepy. This is not my best eye. A little heavier with the black there. Because the eyelashes, I'm just gonna like merge that together. Black people. Is that on me? I'm getting really tired. Oh, no, ma'am. We behaved in here, Missy. Goodness, okay. I'm coming in with a big brush and I'm starting to do some highlights. I'm fiddling out, and I need to like bang some stuff out while I still have some energy. So And I feel like I'm actually kind of ruining it. Let's see. I can like just come in here and soften things a little bit. I think I might call it quits here for tonight. I've gotten to that point where I'm kind of ruining it the more I paint. So that's usually a good time to step back. I'm pretty much done. Like, yeah, I did a lot. Now we're gonna kind of like, yeah. My eyes like usually look better when I do a second pass for whatever reason. My first passes always look kind of bad. Yeah, so I'm probably not gonna stream the rest, but I will finish this tomorrow. Trying to come in with like a thicker brush or a bigger brush in the end to see if that'll. Sometimes you actually don't need a bigger brush, you need a smaller brush. But yeah, like it looks awful on camera. Let me see if I can like. That's a little bit better. So, of course, the angle is making it warped. If I hold it up straight, like you can't see it. But yeah, looks something like that. Let me upside down. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I am calling it quits for tonight. I'm gonna finish up the eyes and then some of the shadow transitions and then do the hair some other time and then post it on Twitter. I definitely got to the oh shit I ruined it point. Should have stopped before I got there, but I just need to sleep on it. So thank you everyone for hanging out, even though Wolf is the only one that's still around. For anyone who's watching this video later, I'm going to be working on fixing the quality a lot. I'm sorry it was so bad. I tried. You know, it's a first time for everything. Ooh, I've oil paint all over myself. Oof. Okie dokie. Well, thank you so much, and good night. Hopefully, next time will be less of a disaster. Bye.